our t-shirt, and this is our page. Welcome.
Computer, what time is it?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Computer, what's the problem?
Sorry, I didn't get that. The internet isn't reachable.
Isn't that like life? Things going wrong? Well, that's a perfect lead into what we have to discuss next. You might have noticed that we are changing our logo. Yes, we are losing the beautiful ship on our logo because, well, we couldn't get Paramount to okay the use of the logo. As a matter of fact, we haven't been able to contact Paramount at all. I guess we're just too small, guys. We are the little people. Anyway, our AI legal representative, Miss Gemini, advised us that even if we're nonprofit, we're not making profit off of using the property, the intellectual property, which is the ship, we're still liable, and we can't do it. And no matter what good intentions we have. And also, she reminded us that it's not just a matter of waiting for them to tell you not to use it, which was kind of what we were doing. She said you could still be held liable for just using it, nonprofit or not. So we have to get rid of it. Although it will always be here in the heart we have a new logo, and this is it. It's kind of sweet, actually. And we'll talk more about it after we watch this video.
Boldly go where no fan has gone before. Ready to join the crew? Imagine stepping into a world where the Star Trek universe isn't just on screen, but all around you. Welcome to the Enterprise Project, Total Immersion. Your journey begins at the Federation Visitor Center. Get your Federation passport and boom, you're in the 23rd century. Meet alien species, interact with futuristic tech, and face epic challenges that test your courage and ingenuity. When you board the Enterprise, you're not just a visitor. You're a crew member on an active mission. Navigate ion storms, repel Klingon boarding parties, and assist Starfleet security. Every choice shapes your journey. Think you've got what it takes? Your knowledge of the original series is your guide. Serve as a crew member, share a cabin with fellow explorers, or command from the captain's chair. This experience is so real it transcends imagination. It's the adventure of a lifetime, but we need your support to make it happen. Join the Enterprise Project and let's make this dream a reality. Engage!
Now, we always knew that the logo might have to disappear one day. I mean, we kind of prepared for that years ago because we started using the secondary logo, this one here. And we've been using that on and off with the other logo, waiting for Paramount to either approve or disapprove the use of the logo. And like I said, we're just so small that they ignore us. Our little letters must go into the circular, file immediately, it seems. But because we never get a response. And this is why, from the beginning, we've always said that, we want 1 million members. 1 million people will not be ignored. 1 million people will not be ignored, especially if we have in that million the people that really, really, really matter, not just 1 million little people like us, even though 1 million little people is an awesome, it's an awesome movement. You're just going to have some of the other people in there too that aren't so little, right? And that's the hope. But you know what? We're just going to go ahead and switch the logo. Now, that logo was made by an anonymous individual. They made that for us, and we loved it ever since. So thank you for doing that. But this logo was made by myself. I was trying to sit down and think about what image would I use. We went through all kinds of things. We had this for an idea, and we had several other ideas, and people are actually still formulating ideas. So this may not be the only 2 logos that we use in the future. But I sat down, I was trying to figure out, okay, what can I use? And like I said, we went through all those, and then I came up with this idea, just use symbols, to represent, the Enterprise. We don't have to actually, because everybody knows what the Enterprise looks like, right? We grew up with it. It's part of our DNA. So all I have to do is suggest it. And that's when I came up with this. and I fell in love with it immediately. And I sent it out to the regional coordinators, and they loved it too. And so I had our artists make it, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's not the old one. I kind of wish I had this one from the beginning. Then we'd already be used to it. But I think it's going to be good. All the flags, T-shirts, everything's going to be changed. So some of those old flags are still going around. They are collector's items down, no telling how much they are going to be worth in the future. So if you have one, you better hold on to it. I would. And we'll start implementing the new flag, especially in the upcoming a build of the Class F shuttlecraft. So it's all going to spark a new beginning for the Enterprise project. I'm hoping a much better, much greater beginning. Okay, guys, watch this video. We'll get back on the other side.
Greetings, Trekkie and members. I have here the new 7 Wonders of the World list, chosen in a 2007 global poll organized by the New 7 Wonders Foundation. These sites were selected by more than 100 million votes. 1. The Great Wall of China, a series of fortifications built across China's historical northern borders over centuries, with some parts dating to the 7th century BC. 2. Machu Picchu, a 15th century Inca citadel built high in the Andes Mountains of Peru. 3. Petra, an ancient city in modern-day Jordan that was carved directly into vibrant, rose-colored sandstone cliffs by the Nabateans. 4. The Colosseum, an elliptical amphitheater in the center of Rome, Italy, completed in 80 AD for spectator events. 5. Christ the Redeemer, a 98-foot-tall Art Deco statue of Jesus Christ atop Mount Corcovado overlooking Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. 6. Chichen Itza, a large pre-Columbian Mayan city on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. 7. Taj Mahal, an immense marble mausoleum in Agra, India, completed around 1643 to house the tomb of Emperor Shah Jahan's wife. 8. The Great Pyramid of Giza was granted honorary status in the modern list, as it's the sole survivor of the ancient world's original 7 wonders. It's sad that none of the wonders of the world are in the United States. We can change that. The Enterprise project wants to build the 9th wonder of the world right here in the United States. A full-size, land-based replica of the iconic Matt Jeffries Enterprise. Join us, and together make history.
So now that Skydance and Paramount have joined forces, do you think it'll be better or worse? I mean, Paramount kept their intellectual property really close. I mean, they said no to just about everything. I mean, they said no to building the Enterprise. Gary Goddard, I mean, they said no. After all the money he spent, after everything he did, they said no. One guy, actually, I don't want to mention his name. He's already been demonized. Poor guy. You know, kept us from having our full-size Enterprise. But it wasn't going to be the same as what we want. Of course, we want something better than that. You know, but it was going to be full-size, but the only place you'd be able to go, actually, is to the bridge, which made theirs a lot easier to build. And I guess, you know, it's still an option, right? I don't know. My vision is for everything we've been talking about for the last 5 years. But yeah, but Gary's vision was a little different, and you were able to go to the bridge and maybe one other place in the ship. So it's going to be a lot lighter, you know, and a lot easier to build. But Paramount said, no deal, man. One guy. Because everything else was set. Everybody else was like excited. And he said no. And Paramount has a history of saying no to people from trying to do things that are Star Trek. They hold it close. And I guess I don't blame them. But, I mean, after, you know, 50-some years, 60 years, don't we own a little bit of it? No, I guess not. It feels like we do. It's in my blood, man. I live Star Trek. I mean, everything in my house is about Star Trek. And so many of us are living that way, you know. And we think it's ours. And then they remind us, no, it's not. It's ours. And we're going to hold on to it. So, okay. That's why we need 1 million members, and that's why we need the whole world, you know, at Paramount's door, you know, telling Paramount, this is what we're going to do, and at that point, Paramount's going to say, yeah, or Sundance is going to say, yeah, do it. As we're going to be, making them an offer they cannot refuse, right? Okay, take a look at this video. We'll get back and wrap it up on the other side.
Now you can go treasure hunting without leaving your home. This Pfaltzgraff Star Trek Bone China buffet set is a collector's holy grail. Crafted in 1992 by Pfaltzgraff, this Star Trek buffet set is where pop culture meets artisanal tradition. Imagine hosting a captain's feast with these luminous American bone china pieces accented with genuine gold. Pfaltzgraff's history dates back over a century, but this set, it's a unique blend of elegance and fandom. Its rarity and vintage status make it a true treasure for any Star Trek enthusiast. From its exceptional quality to the pristine original packaging, this set isn't just tableware, it's a piece of art. And owning it? It's like holding a tangible link to the iconic Star Trek universe. So, don't miss this chance to own a piece of Star Trek history. Secure your set today and set a course for elegance, because treasures like these, they belong in the hands of true fans.
Okay, there's one thing I like about Skydance already, and that's their choice of business card or a card that represents their company. Kind of shows that they have good taste, right? Anyway, one other thing, guys, before we go. If you've ordered an active membership package, which includes the shirt and the flag, please remember to tell us the color of the flag that you want and the size of your shirt and gender too, because you might be buying it as a gift. We don't know. So let us know that. I don't think there's actually a place to click, and we'll have to see about changing that. But there's, notes that you can leave, so you got to let us know that, because that's holding up a couple of packages here. And I hate to see packages sit in the office. We have a reputation of when you buy a package, we get it out within 5 days. A lot of times it's 2 days, unless it's overseas. But, we've got several sitting here waiting for people to get back to us, and now we're going to have to send them letters, which we've had to do in the past, before they can get their packet. So please remember that. Okay, so that's going to do it for this week. It's been great. Kind of a sad week, knowing that we have to make this big change. But, also I wanted to say, basically how the new logo, kind of the thought behind the new logo is that, okay, it's these figures. I forget what you call them. Golly, I'll put it up there. But they represent the Enterprise. But they represent kind of an Enterprise that hasn't been built yet, like the blocks, like these wooden blocks. And from these blocks we will carve out the Enterprise. Is that corny? Anyway, that's what I was kind of thinking about as well. Okay, guys, we're going to see you next time. Same time, same channel. Thursdays is when we bring it on. I actually record these on Tuesdays, but we get it all, then do all the editing and get it ready for Thursday. So we'll see you guys. And as always, live long and prosper.